Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Webinar Wednesday. This is a training that's being provided by NASCSP as part of the Weatherization Plus Health initiative. This afternoon's webinar, Navigating the WXPlusHealth.org website, presented by Jacqueline Cardoza, Senior Web Coordinator for NASCSP. Before we begin, I'd like to just go over a few housekeeping rules with everyone. All of the attendees are currently on mute. So if you have any questions during the webinar, you will have the capability to ask those questions using the chat option in the webinar toolbar. We ask that you would direct all of your questions to the organizer, who will then ask those questions to Jacqueline on your behalf. In order for us to keep to our schedule, if we don't have enough time for all of the questions, we will respond by email following the webinar. There will be a link to the recording of this webinar, as this is a live webinar, and it will be available shortly following the webinar. So without further ado, I am going to turn everything over to Jacqueline.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Navigating WX Plus Health. We will get started right away. So the first thing is we will start on the home page. As you can notice here at the very top of the website is what we call a banner. This banner is constant on every section of the website as well as every page of the site. This information does not change. Here we have the Weatherization Plus Health logo that is actually a link to the home page, meaning if you are in any of the pages of the site or in any section, if you click on this logo, it would automatically always take you back to the home page. We then have the Get Email Updates. This link takes you to our external email system. If you have not done so, we would highly encourage you to submit your email to receive updates related to Weatherization Plus Health. You can just click, type in your email address, click Continue, and you will have a list of different list options to choose from. The one that you would click to receive Weatherization Plus Health emails is the Weatherization Plus Health General Interest List. Okay? To get back to the site, you can just see that it always opens up a new tab when you are taken to an external page. We're just going to exit that out and then go to the Contact Us page. The Contact Us page is a link to a contact page for the executive staff. Here we have for our executive director, Tim Warfield, and then a list of everyone who is in energy services. You can see my contact information here, along with my title, my phone number, and email. You can always click on any one of these emails, and it will take you to your Outlook and compose a new email for you automatically. Okay? I'm going to you can either click the back button to go to the home page, or like I said at the beginning, click on the Weatherization Plus Health logo and it'll take you back to the home page. We then have the search bar. You can type in, for this example, I'm going to press Healthy Homes. You can see this is what we call predictive search, where the system is predicting what you are searching for. You can either see that Healthy Homes is not on the list, so continue to press a Y and then continue to type Homes, or we can just do, for this purpose, Healthy Home. Then the system will yield results of everything that has Healthy Homes, either in the description or in the title. You can search by events, resources, or videos. I will again go back to the logo to go back to the home page. At the very top here, the About, the Training, Resources, Find a Provider, GeoExplorer, and Media, this is what we call our menu bar. We consider them mega menus because they expand to show the pages that are in each of these sections. We then have what we call a scrolling homepage banner. Here is where we highlight things that we want more prominent. We had an event some time ago to highlight the Rapid Health Impact Assessment. You can either click Find Out More, and it will take you to the page where you can actually download the report, see all partners who are involved in releasing this report, the press release, and the blog post. Going back to the home page, you can either jump to the next pages by clicking on this bar at the bottom. You can also use the right and left hand arrows to move through it quickly. It is rotating, meaning that it automatically rotates on its own. It takes about 2 or 3 seconds to do so. Here you can find About Weatherization Plus Health, Find a Provider, which you can see is in multiple locations, quick link to the Weatherization Plus Health blog, and then also email updates, which is the same as this link up here. We go down a little bit, and this is what we call our content buckets, where we wanted to have a space to highlight even more sections of our site. So as you can see, the first one we have here is Find a Provider. This box is actually a search box where if you click in your state, your city, or your zip code, it will yield results on the map. I won't do it now because we will go a little bit more in depth a little bit later. We then have our search resources, which pretty much works the same as this top resource box on the very top, but you can do more of a tailored search. You can search by state, search by topics, search by resource type. Then we have the Learn About Upcoming Training and Events. Here is where we list our upcoming trainings by date. As you can see, we have the training for today, Navigating Weatherization Plus Health. You can click on it, and it'll take you to a more information page. You can go back, and you can see that next Wednesday, there is another webinar in our series. You can click on that, register, see the time that it starts, and the exact date. Moving back, you can see the calendar, but in a calendar view. All events that are happening in May are grayed out. So you can see today we have one, and then we have one. And starting on Friday, it will default to June. You can click May 2013 to see a full list, a full calendar view. You can go back. Here on the right-hand side, we have our Stay Connected box. This is quick links to all of our social networks. If you have not done so, I highly recommend that you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, view our videos on YouTube. I will go there really quickly. This is our YouTube NASCSP channel where you can see all of our videos. A quick link to our Google+, the Contact Us, and Get Email Updates. That is the same link as what we find here and also here. And then the last button on the whole page we will go over is a quick link to our GeoExplorer. That is our mapping tool that we will go into a little bit later. Let's start with the About Us section. When you click on the word About, it will take you to a landing page that has information about the Weatherization Plus Health program. We have our fact sheet that you can download, and we always include the type of file that it is. You can see it's a PDF, and then the size of the PDF. So you know how much bandwidth it's going to be take to download. And all of the pages that are listed in our mega menus are always listed at the bottom of each page. That way you have multiple locations where you can quickly access the different pages. We will then go to About NASCSP. Here we have a NASCSP logo, and each logo actually will link you to the NASCSP site, and you can also access it down here. Then we go to About WAPTAC, the Weatherization Assistance Program Technical Assistance Center. You can click on the logo as well as the waptac.org link, and it will link you to that site. Then we have About the Department of Energy Weatherization Assistance Program. Again, we have the Department of Energy logo, couple paragraphs about the Department of Energy WAP program, and then a link to the website. So that is what's on our About section here. We then go to training. Training, you can click on the word training, and it'll give you a description on the types of trainings that we provide, and then quick links to the different pages, again, that are under the mega menu. We will start with the training event calendar. If you remember, we were able to access the calendar from the home page as well as from the training event calendar here on this list. We have tried to make it as easy to navigate as possible. You can filter this type of events that you would like to search for. You can click in-person training, webinars. I will do an example. If you click webinar under the event type and you press apply, it will only show webinars on the calendar. You can also reset at any time to view all events for that month. The same thing goes for searching for event category. You can search either NASCSP training only, press the apply button, and reset. That goes the same for every event category that we have on this list. We then have the previous and next. This means to navigate to the next month or go to a previous month. So since we're so close to June, I will click next, and you can see all events that are occurring in the month of June. You may be asking what these colors mean. We have a legend here that shows what the colors mean. All those that are in this bright green orange, you can see are NASCSP training. All those that are in this mustard yellow are national trainings, and so on and so on. And above that, we have links that are quick links. So if you don't want to go back to this training mega menu, you can use this box here to the right. We will then go to training event list. So you have two options to view upcoming training, either in calendar view or in list view. I will go to the list view. The training event list just lists the upcoming trainings from 2013 into 2014. You can search by title. You can search by date range. So for instance, I only want to see events that are occurring in the month of June. We can do that. Okay. You can also search by event category the same way as the calendar. Maybe that's why I didn't do that. 2013. Okay, and sorry, I had it to 2017, so that's why I was displaying all results. So if I search the date range from June 1st to June 30th, you can see that it only yields 4 results. I'm going to reset so we can see the entire list of trainings. Again, going back to the filter, the same way that we did on the calendar, we can filter by event category, event type, and at any time we can always reset the list. You will notice that the right-hand sidebar changed a little bit than what we had on the home page. We wanted it to be really easy for those who are on any page to access our social networks, as well as search to find a provider, and then link to the Geo Explorer. Moving along to the training section. Next, we have Submit Your Event. Submit Your Event is, let's say, for instance, you have a national training coming up in August, and you want your event to be displayed on this calendar or on this training event list. You would submit, you would put in the title. We can put test. You can choose the date, say July 17th. You can put the time. And anything that has a red asterisk is required information. So you can see the title, the date, and then choose the event type. That's how we're able to filter on the list in calendar, because these are required that you must select what type of training it is and the category. You can always press Other and create your own category just for display purposes only. It will not be added to the list. Training location, for instance, it could take place in Washington, D.C. Event website, a website you can include for users to find more information. The contact information is also required. Just in the instance we have more questions, we can contact you. You can provide a short description, which is also required. And then we have something that's called a CAPTCHA. This is to reduce spamming. So the system will only accept your submission if you are able to type in what the CAPTCHA is. You press Submit, and an email will be sent in to NASCSP staff for inclusion on the calendar. Next, we have Request the Training, which is different from Submit Your Event. Request the Training is if you want a presentation on Weatherization Plus Health. Again, name, email, and your title are required. You can choose when you would like the training to take place. Maybe it's for April 4th, 2014, since April has now passed. If it's a multiple-day event, again, you can choose that, maybe from April 4th to April 5th, and choose the year. Tell us what state you're in. Maybe you're in Arizona. Also include a description, and then we have the same CAPTCHA box. Again, an email will be sent to internal NASCSP staff for review. The next section we have here is past training events. Past training events is where we list the events that have taken place, either webinar or events that have been put on by NASCSP, and also events where NASCSP staff has participated and presented. So since our webinar series is the most recent events that we are presenting, you can see that we have the PDF versions of the PowerPoint, as well as the recording. Raymond mentioned at the beginning that this webinar is recorded, so you can see a link to the recording, which are actually videos. The videos are displayed on our YouTube channel as well as our multimedia library. We will get into that a little bit later. Again, these are all PowerPoint PDFs that we have added here. So if you missed the presentation and you want to view it, or if you remember something from the presentation, you can always go back and reference them here. We try to update them as quickly as possible. So as Raymond mentioned, the recording will be up very shortly. Then we have the resources section. Clicking on the word resources will take you to a landing page that explains the list of resources that we have here. All resources that are, all pages that are listed in this resource menu are also listed here. We will start with the Weatherization Plus Health tool. You can either access it from the mega menu or access it from this page. Because we're on this page, I will just access them here. The Weatherization Plus Health tools lists documents of examples of integrated audit tools, publicity strategies, fundraising resources, and more. If you click on any one, it will open the PDF, and you can either download it here or just view on the web page. So we'll exit that out. Here we have sample Healthy Homes WAP assessment forms, asset mapping resources, publicity resources, community foundation locators, funding partners, innovating funding strategies, and we have something new here, the Federal Healthy Homes Program funding availability since 2011. We have quick links to WAPTAC resources here. We will move on to client education resources. Again, we can either go to the resources page and click to view the page here, or we can use the mega menu. I will go back. The client education resources are website links to resources for maintaining healthy homes, basically organizations. We have the Opportunity Council. You can see the logo here, as well as a couple of documents here. The Healthy Homes Partnership, you can see the logo as well as a paragraph about the Healthy Homes Partnership, Maine Indoor Air Quality, South Dakota Safety Council, and so on and so on. Moving on, we will go to training centers. Here we have a description of WAP, Weatherization Assistance Program Training Centers, as well as Healthy Home Training Centers. If you click here, it will take you to find a provider that will map the training centers. The reason I didn't stay there is because we will go a little bit more in depth when we're finished with this section. Okay. The next page is the NASCSP member contact information. Here we have a couple of paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, about NASCSP member contact information. This map will also take you to find a provider. Then we will go to federal partner links. Federal partner links, these are federal government agencies that make up the Federal Working Group on Healthy Homes. Here we have the Department of Energy, as well as their logo and quick links. HUD, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, as well as other quick links that are related to healthy homes. EPA, again, their logo and quick links for that are relevant to healthy homes as well. CDC, USDA, Office of Surgeon General, U.S. Department of Labor, and the National Institute of Standard and Technology. These are our federal partners. Then we can go to our national partner links. Our national partner links are national organizations that work on WAP and healthy homes. We have 2, the National Center for Healthy Homes and the Green and Healthy Homes Initiative. You can see their logo as well as quick links to their relevant pages. Moving on to the last link on this list is the Healthy Homes email update. Here we have a list of listservs that are related to healthy homes. Clicking on any of these links will take you to the external page where you can subscribe to these listservs. Now, as I've been saying multiple times, we will now get into Find a Provider. Find a Provider is our first mapping tool. We are very proud of these mapping technologies because it makes it very easy for users to view the different weatherization and community action agencies, and you can see a list of the organizations that we actually map here. Okay. Here we have provider types, which is a drop-down menu of the types of providers that you want to see on the map. The default list will always have everything mapped at once. You can always click Select All to have a blank map and to start from scratch. At any time, you can go to the Select All and view all pins on the map. We'll go through each one individually. We first have, if we want to only see the weatherization agencies, we click here and it'll only show the weatherization agencies. You can see here that for this purpose, I'm going to go to the Select All. And you can always click on the arrow to either view this list or not. Here you can see the number of pins that are related to CSBG state contacts. You can see that there are 90 on this map. And depending if you either zoom in or zoom out, this number will always change. So the number depends on how many you can see at one time. I apologize, I zoomed out too much. Okay. So I will go back to only wanting to view the weatherization agencies. So to view a list of all agency names, they're here listed by in alphabetical order. Let's say, for instance, I want to see access agency. The pop-up will show up where it'll show you the name of the agency, and it is hyperlinked, meaning when you click on the name, it will take you to the agency website. We can exit that out. You can see the type of entity that it is, which is a private community action agency, the address, the phone number, and the service area. I highly recommend that those who are on the call to search for their agency to make sure that this information is correct. If it is not correct, we have this feedback link where it will create a new email message where we will receive your feedback and be able to update the map. Okay. I will go back to selecting all. We can see all providers on the map. We can search by location, meaning zip code, by state, or by city. I will search for Colorado. I'm sorry, I had a... So when you search for Colorado, you can see that the map only shows you the state of Colorado, as well as how many weatherization agencies there are, CAA agencies, state contacts, the grantees, training providers, and so on. At any time, you can click on the pin, and it'll give you the contact information, as well as service area, type of entity, which is what we went over just now. Anytime you move the map, this number will change. At any time, you can reset the map, where it will automatically go back to the default view. You can search by state. So for instance, again, I want to search for Colorado, and it will yield only the state of Colorado. You can see the outline to show that you are only looking for Colorado. Maybe I only want to see Boulder County. You can go through to any state, and it'll yield results of each county within that state. So again, I'm going to go to Boulder County, click that, and now it only outlines Boulder County. And I can see that there's only one weatherization agency as well as one CAA agency. I apologize. This is the weatherization agency and the CAA agency. You can see that there are that the map did not yield any other agency or provider within Boulder County. Again, we can reset the map. So Locate Me is what we like to call our Big Brother button. Locate Me will, when you click it, it will show the exact location of where you are. The system will prompt you a permission to see whether our system can find your exact location. Okay, so this is where I am right now. Again, you can reset the map. And the reason we have Locate Me is we can see that in my immediate area there are no providers, but that's because it shows it very down to the street. And if I go out a little bit, you can see that in my surrounding area there are CAA agencies. I will reset the map once again. At any time, you can click the Select All and view only what you want to view on the map. So if I only want to see Healthy Homes grantees, I would click that, and the map will only show Healthy Homes grantees. The same thing goes for weatherization training providers or any other provider types here on the map. I will reset the map once again for the default view. Okay. And then we will now move over to the Geo Explorer. The Geo Explorer is only similar to Find a Provider in that it shows the same type of layers of providers, but this is where you can layer data on the map. We will go into it. So this is the default view of the map. And it does not default to view all of the pins on the map the way that Find a Provider does, because it wants to provide you with a clean slate so that you can view what you want to view. We will first go into this drop-down of provider layers. It is the same exact provider list that we had on Find a Provider. You can select all layers to have every pin appear on the map, and here you see the legend to show what each pin is. Okay, and the same way Find a Provider does, it gives you the number of weatherization agencies, CAA agencies, and so on that are appearing on the map. So here we have our zoom tool. At any time if you click the globe, it will default back to the original view of the map. You can zoom in using this tool as well as zoom out. If I zoom in and I want the map to go back to the full view, I can press this zoom to original map view, which is this little globe, and it'll take me to the default view. Okay. You can also use this zoom to select area, which is a pretty cool tool that, let's say for instance, I clicked it and I only want to see the state of South Dakota. I highlight it, and it will zoom to South Dakota. Here you can see how many weatherization CAA agencies, contacts, grantees, and training providers are in South Dakota. I will reset the map again. You can see as many of these menus as you want, but I always recommend closing which ones you don't want to see or the ones you're not working on at any time because it will cut off. Okay. We will go into the political and other boundaries menu. I can click on the states and it will give you an outline of each state. You can use this bolt and set the transparency of the outline. Either make it really light or however dark you want it. Apologize, my screen seems to be freezing here. Let me go back. So you can make the line as dark as possible or as light as possible. You can click on the bolt again and it'll hide that transparency. I may want to only see the counties. It'll show you an outline of all counties. That might be too much for your eye. So you can go to the Zoom Select tool and only click that you want to see Colorado. I feel like the lines are too light, so I will darken them a bit. You can click anywhere in this box and it will show you what county you are looking at and the FIPS code. You can also click the Zoom tool and it'll take you right into Eagle County only. And you can see that Eagle County has 1 weatherization agency and 3 community action agency. You can close it to see. I'm going to reset the map again. You can close this view by clicking the bolt, and we are going to turn off this layer. Then we have the federal congressional districts layer. You can click on the layer to view that. I will zoom into, again, Colorado. Clicking on anywhere within this county, this congressional district, you can see the representative and the senators. Clicking on their names will take you to their web page. The same goes to for the senators. You can exit that out. You may want to only see by zip code. Again, clicking on any area within the zip code will highlight it, tell you what zip code it is, what post office, the state, and then maybe I just want to zoom just to that zip code. I will exit that out. I'm going to close this and then go to the CAA service areas. I will again go to Colorado. I will reset my view here. So clicking on Colorado will show me only the CAA service areas within Colorado. Again, I want to zoom just there and click on any of these colors and it will show me the information for that service area, the organization, and their contact information. The demographic data. You can view the percentage of homes built prior to 1979. I will turn that on. And the legend here will show you what the different colors mean. The same goes for the percentage of owners occupying homes. And you notice that when I click click on one layer, you can only have one layer turned on at a time. If not, the map will get really confusing. You can see the percentage of single-family homes. Again, the legend will show you what each color means. The median household income, non-rural areas, the percentage of population under 5, the percentage of population over 65, and so on. I will close that and expand the environmental data. I will just turn this off, close that, and then go to the environmental data. We can turn on the climate zone. Again, the legend will show you what each color means. We can also turn on the radon zone and see that this zone 1, how many CAA and weatherization agencies there are within this radon zone. And then the base maps can just show you the different type of map views that we have. I will close that. Moving on to the media section. The media section is where we have our Weatherization Plus Health blog, as you can see here on the mega menu, our multimedia library that has all of our videos that are on our YouTube channel, but this yields results more so videos that are related to healthy homes and health and safety. I apologize, I skipped over the blog. Here we have our blog. And then we have our strategy to advance healthy housing. This was the event that was that took place a couple of months ago. We have now concluded the presentation portion of this webinar. Raymond, I feel like we can open for questions if we have any.
Okay, so if any of you on the line have any questions, feel free to type those in using the chat feature, and we'll wait just a few minutes to see if any questions come in. So it doesn't look like we have any questions today. So I would like to thank you, Jacqueline, for going through the website with us. I'd also like to thank all of the participants on the line for listening in. Over the next couple of days, all of the participants will be receiving an email that will have a link to this recorded presentation. It'll also include some future training opportunities and a feedback questionnaire. We hope that everyone will take a few minutes just to respond to that questionnaire, as your answers will help us design future trainings. Our webinar series will continue next week with promoting integrated service delivery through Weatherization Plus Health, and registration for that is available via the event page at www.wxplushealth.org. Again, I'd like to thank everyone on the line today and wish you all a good afternoon. Thank you.